All right, we have gotten some phone calls from citizens concerned about the water quality with the national attention on drinking water quality, and I want to explain some basic differences. You have two types of water supplies. One is surface. For example, some water plants utilize surface water such as lake water or water pumped out of canals. That type of water, although it's easier to extract because it's at the surface, so you need a fairly low sophisticated system to take that water into the water plant, it's also more difficult to treat, and the water quality is not as great. In the city of Avon Park, we have groundwater that's pumped 1,100 feet deep from the Floridian aquifer. We have 5 wells with 2 new wells under construction. The cost to build those 2 new wells is approximately $1 million. Now let me explain to you the difference between surface water to treat and create drinking water versus the wells and groundwater from an aquifer such as the Floridian aquifer. Let's take a pause for a minute. Okay, here what you're seeing is this is the type of well we have in Avon Park. Basically, it's a vertical turbine, and it goes down about 1,100 feet. And this section right here is very critical. This is called the confining layer, and what it does is it creates a confined aquifer, which is almost pure drinking water coming out of the ground. Now the other well you're seeing here, that's a shallower well, and that well right there could be impacted by the surface water such as that. It's still a good well. It's still a good well because you have several hundred feet of sand that purifies the water. Now surface water would be if this pump right here pumped directly out of the stream or out of a lake, and the concern with streams and lakes is that you have birds, you have fish, you have all of those animals in there that could contaminate, and also runoff that could be generated from the roadway system. It's always better to have a well that penetrates the earth because your water quality improves. In the case of Avon Park though, our well is 1,100 feet. We go into a confining layer. Now, here's how a surface water plant would work. This is a picture of the surface water. This is surface water, means you can see it, kind of sort of like a lake. And then that water gets pumped into the plant itself. Here's another picture of a typical surface water system. You have the casing, the pump suction, and it goes right into the pond or stream or lake. And that water basically is pushed to the plant. It receives treatment. So this system's fairly cheap to build, but the water quality is not that great as we discussed. If you want to see the city's water quality reports, I encourage you to visit us at avonpark.cc, and you can scroll down on our main page and go right down to the 2014 Avon Park Annual